The UFC world is buzzing with intense developments that could reshape the division rankings and fan expectations. From Justin Gaethje's fiery response to Ilia Topuria's taunts, to Diego Lopes overhauling his strategy for a rematch, and Israel Adesanya preparing for a high-stakes showdown against rising powerhouse Joe Pyre, the landscape of MMA is more unpredictable than ever. Whether it's controversial social media exchanges, last-minute fight cancellations, or potential title implications, the cage drama continues to escalate, and today, we break it all down for you. Strap in, fight fans, because this week's updates are packed with action, strategy, and no shortage of intensity. Justin Gaethje fires back at Ilia Topuria. Justin Gaethje, fresh off a brutal victory against Paddy Pimblett at UFC 324, didn't hold back when responding to Ilia Topuria's comments following the fight. Gaethje's message was unmistakable. He isn't intimidated by anyone in the lightweight division. The battle with Pimblett wasn't easy. Gaethje absorbed significant damage throughout the fight, yet emerged victorious in a performance that reminded fans why he's one of the most dangerous and relentless fighters in the UFC. Each strike, each exchange, and each round tested his endurance, but this is the type of war that defines Gaethje's career. After the fight, Ilia Topuria went public, initially criticizing Pimblett, then shifting his focus toward Gaethje. Topuria warned that Gaethje would not survive a fight with him, suggesting that his explosive style and precision could overwhelm the veteran fighter. Gaethje, however, wasn't fazed. His response was confident, clear, and firm. He is ready for any challenge. Beyond words, he also revealed a behind-the-scenes UFC detail. If Topuria does not return in time for the upcoming White House card, the promotion is prepared to strip him of the title. Gaethje would then compete for the undisputed championship and defend it himself, ensuring that fans still get high-stakes matchups. Gaethje also analyzed Topuria's style with a critical eye. While acknowledging his opponent's aggression and power, he pointed out that Topuria's explosive offense leaves openings. At the elite level, Gaethje argued, mistakes are costly, and he is confident in his ability to capitalize on those errors. Whether it turns into a striking battle or a wrestling-heavy confrontation, Gaethje made it clear he thrives in these high-pressure fights. Diego Lopes prepares for a rematch with Alexander Volkanovski. Meanwhile, Diego Lopes is gearing up for a rematch against Alexander Volkanovski, a fight that has split fan opinion. Many argue that the first fight already revealed the outcome and that Volkanovski, nearing the later stages of his career, may not offer the same high-stakes drama. But Lopes sees this as an opportunity to demonstrate how far he has come since that first encounter. Reflecting on their previous fight, Lopes admitted that Volkanovski's elite movement, sharp fight IQ, and flawless execution made the bout far more challenging than anticipated. Every takedown attempt was met with precise footwork and positioning, leaving Lopes hesitant at critical moments. Since that loss, Lopes has completely transformed his approach. One major change has been building a private gym solely for him and his team, including a dedicated cage in a controlled environment. This allowed him to focus entirely on preparation, eliminating outside distractions. Lopes emphasized that his renewed confidence comes from meticulous training and repetition, not ego. He now believes he can successfully implement his wrestling strategy and exploit opportunities where previously he couldn't. He admitted that in the first fight, overconfidence had clouded his preparation. This time, every detail has been addressed, giving fans a reason to expect a completely different fight dynamic. Israel Adesanya prepares for UFC Seattle headliner. Turning to the middleweight division, Israel Adesanya is set to headline UFC Seattle on March 28th against rising knockout artist Joe Pyre. This marks Adesanya's first fight since a shocking second-round knockout loss to Nassourdine Imavov. The loss raised questions about his timing, durability, and ability to continue performing at a high level in his late 30s. At 36, Adesanya faces a critical crossroads. But despite these concerns, he remains one of the most technically gifted strikers in MMA, renowned for his distance control, precision counters, and fight IQ. Across the cage, Joe Pyre represents a younger, explosive threat with one-shot knockout power capable of ending the fight instantly. Adesanya approached the matchup calmly, acknowledging the danger Pyre presents while ignoring the social media chaos that often surrounds him. From AI-generated troll images to online provocations, Adesanya emphasized that these distractions no longer influence him. His focus is purely on the octagon and proving that he still belongs among the elite. Brendan Allen versus Drius Duplessis, a division on the verge. The UFC middleweight division continues to heat up with Brendan Allen and Drius Duplessis emerging as top contenders without clear paths forward. With Khamzat Chimaev holding the belt and most elite fighters booked, a showdown between Allen and Duplessis seems inevitable. Allen recently confirmed that Duplessis is his logical next opponent and expressed frustration over delays and conflicting statements. Duplessis, confident in his abilities, acknowledged the challenge but questioned whether this fight represents the quickest path back to the championship. Allen, however, enters with serious momentum. His victory against Reinier Derder in UFC Vancouver last October was a statement. Stepping in on short notice against a highly favored contender, Allen dominated with relentless pressure, wrestling, and ground and pound until the fight was stopped. Analyzing Duplessis' style, Allen praised his grit and unpredictability, but emphasized that he believes he holds advantages across striking, grappling, and overall control. Allen predicted that if the fight goes the distance, he is confident of securing a finish before the final bell, cementing his place among the division's elite. Ilia Topuria's comments on Justin Gaethje Paddy Pimblett. Following the Gaethje-Pimblett fight, Ilia Topuria shared his candid opinions on social media. While congratulating Gaethje on his victory, Topuria didn't hold back when criticizing Pimblett. He questioned the younger fighter's ability to capitalize on what he called a career-defining opportunity, suggesting that Pimblett had squandered his chance to secure a major payday and elevate his standing in the division. Topuria then turned his attention toward Gaethje, acknowledging the veteran's resilience while asserting that in a direct matchup, he believes the outcome would favor him. His statements, delivered in a confident and confrontational tone, sparked debate among fans. Some praised Topuria's fearlessness, others saw it as disrespectful. Regardless, it added more fuel to an already intense lightweight division conversation. UFC cancels Hernandez versus Johnson, betting controversy. In unexpected news, Dana White revealed the sudden cancellation of the lightweight bout between Alexander Hernandez and Michael Johnson. The fight, initially removed without explanation, was pulled due to suspicious betting activity flagged by the Gaming Integrity Service. White explained that once alerted to irregular wagering patterns, the UFC acted swiftly to remove the fight from the card. Federal authorities, including the FBI, are monitoring the situation, and the case is likely to be reviewed as part of a broader investigation into betting integrity. This decision emphasizes the UFC's commitment to fair competition and integrity. While frustrating for fighters and fans, ensuring clean and legitimate matchups remains a top priority. Details on whether Hernandez or Johnson will face disciplinary action are still pending. Michael Chandler eyes future fights. Finally, Michael Chandler addressed his next steps following Dana White's comments regarding a potential Conor McGregor fight. Despite years of anticipation, the matchup remains uncertain. Chandler acknowledged that while the fight makes sense from a promotional standpoint, reality may prevent it from happening. If the McGregor fight doesn't materialize, Chandler intends to pursue other high-profile matchups against elite competition. He expressed interest in fights involving Charles Oliveira, Max Holloway, or Arman Tsarukyan, highlighting his desire to return to the octagon and compete at the highest level. Chandler's focus is clear, meaningful, high-stakes fights that allow him to prove himself against the best. From Gaethje's unshakable confidence, Lopez's rematch preparation, and Adesanya's comeback focus, to Allen and Duplessis' middleweight tensions, and Chandler's pursuit of top-tier fights, the UFC landscape is packed with drama, strategy, and high-stakes action. Fans are in for an explosive few months, with each bout carrying potential division-changing implications. Whether it's a calculated counter-strategy, a brutal knockout, or a clash of egos, the octagon remains the ultimate stage for proving dominance. Stay tuned, because the fight storylines keep evolving, and the next chapter of MMA history is unfolding right before our eyes.